Hey there, everybody, out in internet land. Um, just I felt the need I had to share because I had one of those days that's so very rare. So I've had 4 or 5 people today just drop on my doorstep and remind me of some things. And I guess I've always felt that I've done a relatively good job at trying to build relationships and make people feel they're important. And today, some of that sort of came back to remind me that I guess I've done an okay job at that. So I mean, my cousin showed up. Um, we when she was a younger girl, I can remember taking her on a canoe ride in Vancouver. Um, Anyhow, she showed up today with her husband and their little guy, and he's growing up so fast. He's 10 months old now, and I remember when he was just this. I remember when he was inside her. So you know, at 10 months, he's sitting up and he's attentive and he's inquisitive and all those things that babies are, and they make you smile and remind you that how far you've come, I guess. And then probably one of the coolest guys I know in this town, and probably one of my best friends in Kelowna, showed up, and he's type O, and he's a kidney. So if you're type O and you want help, get in touch with me. Um, and he showed up with his granddaughter and his wife out of the blue, and she needed to see Uncle Bill. That's why he showed up, because it wasn't him that needed to see me; it was his granddaughter. Now we're not related, but I'm Uncle Bill, and she's this bundle of energy and joy and love, just dying to tag on to people that want to love her. She's this amazing little girl. She's 6, and then had a couple running friends show up, and my daughter started texting me, and we talk, not as much as I wish, but we talk enough. Anyhow, out of the blue, she started texting me and let me know some things that she'd found out, and I love that. It makes me feel whole. And then um, park runner family showed up, and their little guy is one of those boys that you think he's going to eat grasshoppers and crickets and snails, and he's that little kind of little guy. And their little daughter is not yet to walk, and they remind you that life is really full of it. It's an adventure, and it's to be explored and looked and appreciated. And as they were leaving, he stuck his head in the kitchen and said, "Goodbye, Bill." And I'd already left, but I was out front and heard it, so I opened the front door and said, "Goodbye." And he thought that was pretty cool that I sort of snuck out the back. He had no idea that there was a back door to Ike's. And then finally, a friend of mine who I've been friends with for, 30 years. We were roommates on the island for some time, and she found and met this amazing guy in the States and married him, and they've had 2 beautiful kids. And she reminded me of some things that we did, and a little stuffy that I gave her when she left, and I guess they've still got that. It's not just a toy to her or to her daughter. It's it's a it's a diamond. It's a piece of me, right? And so she knows who I am from that stuffy. So some little things you do in life can make some big impact, I guess, is what I'm trying to get on and saying. And when those things come full circle, they can revitalize you. They can make you feel like you're important and special and needed. And everybody needs that, myself included. So thanks to all of you today for showing up and refilling my tank and reminding me that I am important and I am loved. And I love all of you, truly. I've been very, very, very lucky man. I've lived through some horrific illnesses lately, and I've still got people on my side and people that respect me and love me and care for me. So you 5 couples that don't know each other, that have never met, reminded this old guy that life's worth living and it's worth smiling about. So if you've had a bad day, remember, there are people out there that do love you and do care. And I love all of you. So thanks.